Yeah, this is basically a lot.
ADHD won every single event last time.
Really?
Won doubles, he won himself singles, and he won the exhibition.
That's
And
a good
he's
sweep.
working his way back up to it with those really ugly sunglasses that he has on.
Obviously, Kanye West is in the building, except in reverse. Literally. Goodbye, Will. Bye, Will.
Now I'm actually very excited to see this because Salem has more than exceeded expectations so far.
Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. I'm just watching his matches. He's definitely translating everything he's done in Wi-Fi on
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
Perfectly. And I don't think we've seen a Wi-Fi to offline showing since Ally.
Ally? Wow.
Not like this.
Like this? Yeah, I can see that.
Not like
because
this.
Anti, it took a while.
Game 1, we're going to head to Smashville. Oh, I'm sorry. Are they 3 and 4? Or is that Anti and... Those are not proper ports. I'm surprised no one's complaining. Usually there's a lot of complaining about these types of things. They have 3 and 4. All right, so Dabuz, who we all know and love, does a lot of damage, gets a lot of kills, very aggressive with such a campy character. And his partner, ADHD, you know, always talking about the best Diddy Kongs in the world. It's always him or GNS versus Salem, the newest kid on the block, a Wi-Fi extraordinaire, obviously an amazing teams player, and of course Anti, wildly regarded when Meta Knight was allowed, the best teams player in the country.
Well, don't sleep on him now. He's still got a ton of characters, actually. His Wario's really solid. He's got a good Snake. Falco's more for singles, but he could bust it out if he needs to. But right now, we're just going with the Wario and 06 Samus.
Salem getting the first kill. Now, very rarely do we see Olimar, or Dabuz's Olimar losing the first stock.
Yeah, usually he's the tank, right?
Yeah.
Well, right now...
He's taking a lot of damage. Salem's going to drop his first stock. Anti is going to just do his best to stock tank, while Salem just does the work that he's been doing since he got started.
Yeah, Salem definitely showing that you can do anything if you put your mind to it, and Wi-Fi is a great place to practice.
It's really up to the person. Some people swear by it. Some people hate it. It really is a matter of your play style. Like, are you a type of player that makes reads? Are you a type of player that needs to hone their reaction time? Wi-Fi helps in both. It just might not perfect it the way it's done for Salem and Anti, or Ally, or ADHD, or Dabuz.
Yeah.
Notice the pattern.
And right now, Dabuz, Salem actually only has one stock, but Anti's keeping that keeping that third stock, 171. Wyatt's also tanking, so he's got 141% with 3 stock as well. Oh, and there goes his first stock thanks to Mr. Olimar himself, Sammy Dabuz.
Wyatt finally losing his first stock 2 minutes into the game.
And if anybody's good at DIing with this character, it's definitely Wyatt. This is his big test here, his first big, well, I'm so flipping out right now.
Finals on the stream is a big deal. I mean, if your first tournament, you're on live stream and winners finals against 2 players that you've done nothing but hear about and play on the internet for the last however many years, it's nerve-wracking. No matter who you are, you're going to get nervous.
And speaking of 06 Samus, their sign, I just walked in the building. Obviously to root on Salem. Somewhere over the rainbow over there.
Salem is very fancy. He does a lot of really fancy, a lot of cool things. Unfortunately, fanciness is only going to get you so far, as he's riding out his last stock at 137. Any decent kill move is going to end Salem's first game in his first winners finals.
With Olimar and Diddy there, they do have really good kill moves.
Yes, they do. And their teamwork is decent. Their kill moves are decent. You know, if I were him, I'd be doing a little bit more ledge grabbing.
Good DI there. Luckily, he crashed into Anti.
Oh, Dabuz
almost
had a banana in his hand. Wasn't able to translate that into a kill.
Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, here we got Anti and ADHD. Oh, and there goes first game.
Great hedgehog. JV3 stock. We're going to run it to game 2.
Where do you think they're going to go? See, right now they're discussing where to go. Really surprised that Anti and Salem are across from each other, not next to each other as teammates.
It's very odd.
It is very odd.
Then again, Salem's used to playing in silence, I suppose.
I guess so. Then you have
communicating through taunts.
And the world's best coach just walked into building Payne.
Shout out to Coach Payne.
He does tell you about Wolf.
All right, game 2. Smart pick. Smart pick. This stage is going to give Zero Suit Samus a little bit more room to go around, but ADHD. 2 wall jumps, a down B, and a missed up B eventually gets Salem back to the ledge, avoiding a very unfortunate gimp.
And that would have made it really difficult for them to come back.
Good space control, really using the armor to his advantage. And this is the player I'm really excited to see in the one stock exhibition, because in one stock, Zero Suit basically has her armor for the whole game.
Yeah, it's definitely. I used to be very honest, I used to be not into the one stock, but Doom actually turned me on to it, so I actually really enjoy it.
Once you give it a chance, man, I'm telling you, it's smash changing. I won't say life changing because
it's not.
No, because I didn't want to be so forward. It totally is.
And there goes, let's see, right now we have all 3 stocks.
Great! Salem's movement is unbelievable. I am incredibly impressed with this player, except for the lack of the edge guard there.
Yeah, he should have took that. He definitely would have
Should have just taken the ledge. I love the side B cancel jumps. They're so clean.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like he's...
Wow, instant aerial up air.
Looks like he's been playing a lot of offline right now, because he just does not seem like he's had any offline.
This is not a Wi-Fi player by any means.
Yeah.
This is a Smash player.
Ooh, and ADHD takes that.
He's trying to go for the tech there, just wasn't enough.
And nice DI by Anti right now.
Nice does not even begin to define the fact that he just lived that attack at 160.
Oh,
Wrong Pikmin. Dabuz trying to fish out for the blue. He's going for that back throw. Anti's living at 174, almost 2 minutes into the game. Imagine we'll see a 200 club member by the time Anti's first stock is gone. Great use of Nair. 208. Wario's going to lose his his first stock 2 minutes into the game. Salem's going to just continue doing the work he's been doing the whole time, but ADHD's going to need to be a little more aggressive.
Oh, and a nice F smash by Anti, taking that stock.
I support the barrels. I always support random up B by Diddy Kong.
Salem is just looking like he's the best Zero Suit Samus right now. Shout outs to Nick Riddle. Oh, just missed it. Do you think ADHD and Dabuz are a little bit weirded out because they haven't played a Zero Suit in a long time? The last time,
maybe matchup knowledge always makes makes matches harder or easier depending on who you've been playing. And since the loss of Snakey and the loss of Pat G, we haven't seen Pat G in a long time. I can't imagine they have a lot of practice.
Yeah, Pat G's usually in Connecticut tournaments or Mass, so he's not able to come down. But when he does come down, he actually does pretty well. But again, Salem is playing on a different level at this point.
Nick Riddle's on notice. The new sheriff in town.
Well, at Apex, we'll get to see who places higher. That
I hope he shows up.
Nick Riddle actually bought his plane
Salem.
ticket. Oh, Salem? Yeah, that's the one we got to worry about. We actually got a Quicksilver from Germany, top playing Zero Suit Samus. So
excellent.
That should be interesting as well. Anti clearly showing his knowledge of Dabuz right now. Just reading him out at this point.
Okay.
Oh, nice forward B.
Now, everyone thinks that Diddy Kong is not that great of a team's character, but when you get him down by himself and you sleep, you lose, especially against ADHD. You need to be on point the entire game.
No, I definitely agree. Everybody actually can be viable at this point, for the most part.
Good read by ADHD.
Very good read.
Not worried about the get-up attack. Just thinks to himself, risk versus rewards in my favor. I'm going for it.
Yeah, he's definitely got to take out the Salem right now.
Salem being tricky, using the side B through the tree to give his partner Anti a little bit of cover, and it helps. He's going to deal a little bit of damage.
And they're playing very smart right now, just letting him come to him. There's Anti. What's he gonna do? Tried to fake out ADHD, but it didn't work. Good DI by Salem. They gotta keep
ADHD
up.
suddenly finds this game maybe in his favor. There goes the Salem kill. ADHD currently in the lead.
And let's see if Anti's knowledge of how ADHD plays will come into this tier.
But don't forget, a lot of that was due to the fact that he had Meta Knight, he had all of his options covered by Tornado, a lot of his options covered by Up B. Anti took it. I would have lost money on that one.
Well, it happens sometimes. It happens.
I mean, I guess. Anti's got to be feeling good after that one. Salem's confidence is going to be through the roof. He knew that once he lost his stock, he was hoping on Anti, and if he lost that, Anti was going to look to him, I assume, for at least a little bit of that blame. But now that game's won. There's a smile on Salem's face, and looks like we're going to go to FD for Game 3. We're going to see what they can do.
Let's see if Salem can keep that
momentum. If they're banning FD, I mean not banning FD, against Olimar and Diddy, I got to wonder what they picked.
They must have banned something more extreme,
Halberd?
which I don't know. I wouldn't even think Halberd. The only thing I think of Halberd is Olimar killing, with the up smash.
That's it, exactly.
But even
Wario
that
would kill you sooner.
Yeah, even that's not even worth it. I would ban actually FD. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, and ADHD did not block that down. Was that down air or down B? I forget. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am the TO, not the player. I do my best, though.
Salem, 4 trips in a row, finally gets punished.
Oh, and they're going right after Anti right now. They're spacing out Salem, keeping him away. Ooh, very nice. Let's see if he keeps his edge guard. Nice, and he takes that first stock.
Wow, again, we see Olimar the victim of the first stock loss.
Oh, and Olimar comes right back and takes out that Zero Suit Samus. Oh, let's see who's next.
Oh, Anti getting a little greedy here. What's he going to be able to do to those barrels? Doesn't even go for the edge hog.
Tried it up air. Didn't take him out. Let's see what Salem does.
Now, I'm interested to see where Salem started, when he started.
Actually, we should just get him after this match, if anything. Get a quick interview.
I definitely want to see. The next time he's free, we'll get a one-on-one with him with the chat. Maybe answer some of your guys' questions. We know a lot of you guys are fans of him coming, strictly from Wi-Fi. And it's so weird to find Wi-Fi only players in New Jersey.
Yeah, most of them are already in the scene, but
we're the most condensed scene in the country. There's players all over.
I know. That's what I love about Smash. Like, you can just find anybody anywhere. And especially in New Jersey, where there's a heavy populated offline scene, the fact that there's still online players at this caliber is nothing short but amazing. Oh, nice name by Lamar. Oh, and he takes his stock again. Diddy Kong only has 1 stock now. The Buzz is on high percent. He can get killed at any moment.
Oh,
and misses the grab.
Anti with a technical error, but saved by the fact that the Buzz made a technical error.
Yeah, right now it is not looking good for ADHD and the Buzz.
And for the first time, I think this tournament, Salem is currently leading the game in stock count. And there that goes.
Commentator's curse happens everywhere.
Apparently.
Right now, they're playing very smart. Oh, nice part by Anti.
ADHD trying to make that deficit that he created back up.
Wyatt's got to build up some damage so that Olimar can kill.
Dabuz getting in the way. And ADHD had a good chance to spike him. And Dabuz jumped in the way and allowed Salem to stop it.
Trixies by Salem.
Not a good call. Not a good call. That's
Oh, and there we go. 2-1. Anti stands up, happy as can be. But it's a best out of 5, so Anti has to sit right back down.
poor guy standing up, looking foolish.
He's on blast, as they say. And here we go, guys. We'll see where we're going this time. Going right back to FD, salty run back. See how ADHD and Dabuz fare right at this point.
Game 4, I just want to see this guy keep playing, man. That's all I want to see. I love seeing new players. I love seeing their strategies. And, you know, I've seen a decent amount of Zero Suit in my life. I mean, Snaky, of course, is a big member of Juice, Montage, etc. And he has always been, you know, a fairly decent part of my Smash life. And you don't see things like this. It's a completely different character in this guy's hands.
Yeah, and this is not just DM saying that. He's actually teamed with Snaky. They're actually static partners for a couple, like a
He
year.
did very well for a while.
You did very well. Probably still can. Snaky ever got back out.
Snaky was supposed to come today, but
Yeah,
unfortunately couldn't make it.
Yeah, I was talking to his brother. He actually, unfortunately, had some money problems. But, you know, those things happen. I'm sure he'll be able to make it next time. And if you can hear my voice, if you need help, Snaky, just let me know. I'll help you out. Right now, it's pretty even. With the kill percents for Olimar, Wario Zero Suit high. Just took that first stock from Anti. Let's see if Anti can respond. It's very crucial that they take those stocks early.
Like King Toon, every time Anti loses a stock early, he gets aggressive. He knows he needs to make that deficit up. He's got to just do everything he can to not just even the game out, to just be winning. He doesn't want to be the reason that his team loses.
Yeah, an Anti, very serious doubles player, wants to win this today. He wants to show people that he is as good as people say. His first appearance actually at Concentrate. See how he does today. As we already know, it's a Meta Knight Band tournament. Great turnout so far, great event, and a great experience, as they say.
ADHD 153, 2 minutes into the game, still has his first stock.
Yeah, ADHD right now is definitely tanking. Playing much smarter.
Now this is one thing that we did predict as a negative about Salem, is he's using that down smash a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's definitely got to keep that down to a minimum, or use it when it's an opportune time.
It's safe on block, it's safe on hit, but if you miss, you're wide open, especially when there's a monkey behind you.
And that monkey happens to be one of the best monkeys in the U.S. right now.
I hate not saying he's the best one. I don't really like the kid too much, but I mean, I love having New Jersey have the best of, but G-Ness is just, what an unbelievable player he is. G-Ness is one of those players that you watch and you're just interested in every single thing that he does.
Yeah, I definitely like watching the Texas players. They really, every time I went out there, they just showed their skill. And Razor's obviously one of my favorites, actually, him and Trella. Well, right now, before we even talk about that, we got a really good battle right now. Ooh, I think Salem was trying to gimp it. Oh, nice.
Oh! Oh my!
I didn't even know he could do that.
I think Salem just made that up. Wow, that was impressive. Tricky guy, tricky guy. He lost the stock for it.
Though.
Looks like we're going to game 5.
Looking like a really close battle right now.
Changed it back. What? No, he changed it before, like it's on the site. And we announced it before. I wanted to be 2 out of 3.
And again, guys, thank you for tuning in to Concentrate, presented by 8-Way Run, a.k.a. Jaxel. Remember to follow him on his site, 8wayrun.com. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm not one of those commentators that can remember that stuff. Trying to do my best Ultra David impression right now with the tie. All right, I think we're checking a rule set. What are we checking, DM? What are we checking? It seems we're going right now to Yoshi's Island. And DM Brandon will be playing this match. So right now here we got Salem, Anti. All right, right now we got Salem and Anti versus ADHD and Mr. Olimar himself, the Buzz. Right now it's a pretty close match with the percent lead going to the green team. Very nice down smash by ADHD. Right now they're playing a little bit more confidence. I think I'm going to be joined here by Pierce. Oh, and it looks like Salem and his partner are getting close to that kill percent. And ADHD and the Buzz is actually pretty doing good so far, actually. What are your thoughts on Salem this weekend?
I think Salem is really impressive, I know a lot of people were hating on him. And, I don't really like to sleep on people before we see what they're capable of. Salem's definitely showing that he looks at Zero Suit in a different way. He looks at the way that his character can gain mobility. He looks at the way where he can access new spaces that most people didn't previously access with Zero Suit Samus. And he uses that to, create an entirely new character and an entirely new playstyle for the character. As you see right there, the way he just uses tether, the way he cancels his jumps, the way he likes to take damage. And he just looks at the character in a different way, and I think that's given him a huge edge right now. On top of that, his technical skill is extremely impressive. He has a little bit to learn about reading. That's usually the case about people that train on Wi-Fi, but overall, he is really solid, and I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm very impressed myself, actually, especially since I've seen a lot of good Zero Suits in my day. Right now, taking Olimar. ADHD's on high percent on his second stock. I think Salem's going to go after him right now.
Well, if ADHD learns a little bit of patience, I think he'll get off the edge all right.
Isn't that the story of ADHD usually?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Exactly.
See the irony? All right, currently, let's see, Salem's got that banana, doing a little couple tricks. Got to stop it from spamming that down smash. He's going to get caught with it.
Now, one thing I did notice about Salem that ADHD is not capitalizing on is that Salem does not grab. He's one of those players that is afraid to use Zero Suit's grab. He just sees the risk versus reward as not in his favor, and he just never throws grab. And I think that's, one thing that's going to really hold him back when other players start to pick up on it, especially in singles, because it's a little bit harder to pick up on players' habits in doubles. Some habits you can see no matter what, but the not grab thing is kind of easy to see in doubles because, grabbing isn't always the optimal choice in doubles anyway. That was a fantastic read for Anti.
Yeah, now we got a tight battle here.
Yeah, definitely brought his team back in the game.
All right, just like that, ADHD and the Buzz are wrapping up that damage. This could spell doom for Salem and Anti right now. They need to step it up and rack up some damage before they do anything.
ADHD taking very unnecessary risks. It's going to cost him a lot of damage there. He's going to throw Salem off stage. The smart option would be to double team Anti. I don't know why he didn't throw the banana into a glide toss. F smash. Anti with some bad DI. And ADHD just racking up tons of damage. He's not going to be able to get kills, though. He just failed both of his smash attacks. So ADHD is not going to be the one to land a KO right now. He's going to have to leave that to the Buzz. But, of course, Olimar is very talented at scoring KOs between his smash attacks, his grabs.
Oh, and there goes that
And there
stock.
goes one. Anti trying to get rid of the Buzz, and boom.
There we go. 3-2. The Buzz and ADHD. Now, actually, what I wanted to ask you, because you're, obviously a well-knowledge player, what do you think of Anti and Salem sitting away from each other rather than close to each other to discuss tactics?